All right, welcome back this week to the Captain's Channel. So we've had a few developments happen in the last week or so. I hope, first of all, that everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. So over the last couple days, I've been working on building my gaming PC, which is all set up and is rearing to go. Is actually what we're playing this through right now. So there's actually a photograph of the PC on my Instagram page. So go over there and check that out if you're interested. It ended up being just too complicated for me to try to record that, and it would have been way too much video. It just took me quite a long time, being a first-time builder, to figure out where everything plugged in and how to get everything set up, and made a lot of mistakes along the way, but I also learned a lot, so that's really good. All right, so you might be noticing that our record says that Georgia State is 2-0, and that is because I attempted to record last night on my PC, but made a couple mistakes, and the file didn't save on the new PC. And so we're just going to go through the rundown. It was a great game for the Georgia State Panthers. The score is 45-28. We had 475 yards of total offense, so this was a lot more offense than week one against our first FCS school. Rushing yards, 119, completions, 17, passing yards, 356 passing yards. Merrick had 5 touchdown passes, which gave him player of the game. Jonathan Bell, our running back, also had over 100 yards and a touchdown, which was great for us. So we had over 600 yards of total offense, and I believe that includes punt return and kick return yards. So we've had an awesome week. No penalties, really clean game, and we did not punt the ball once, so that was great. So we're going to get right into some of our recruiting. We're going to look at some of the players that we're going to want to increase our amount on, which we're pretty close with this guy, so we're just going to up his points a little bit here. Again, basically every position is in need of some sort. So we're going to be going after basically anybody we can get. Nice, that guy's pretty close enough. Ingram. As we start getting more scouting information on these guys, actually, let's go ahead. Get that. Power moves. Looks like he'd be a good nose tackle. I will say that sometimes what I've found is that if you want a good team, you need to have a good offensive line and a good defensive line. Like, there's no other way around it. If you don't invest in that, it's not going to happen. Broderick Lane is going to be the leader of our defense in a year or two if we can get him. He's a really fast outside linebacker, fullback. I really like athletes because it's fun to assign them positions, but we'll see if we can get him or not. We're still in the lead. So let's start recruiting tight end here. Tim Harris. Okay, we've only got a few more points left. Let's see here. Let's look at quarterback. Looks like we're still leading for Martin Hall, so that's good. And he's topped out. Halfbacks. Got the lead on a couple of them. Okay, so we are done. Last thing before we go to next week is we need to do the coach skill tree. I've got a couple of points for our coach, Mr. Drake Mulligan. He's having a great start to his season. Okay, we're just going to go all out on the recruiting and the scouting right now. Okay, so we've got our first road game of the season against West Virginia. I believe this is going to be a particularly tough game for us. West Virginia, yeah, you see the bar shaking all the way across the board. They're a much better team. We're going to see if Myrick can lead the offense and get some points scored. I don't know if our defense is really going to be able to hold up. We had a really hard time stopping last week's FCS Southeast team. So we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see if we can get anything done. All right, so looking at our rankings here, our defense actually looks a lot better than it's been performing. Well, actually, the first game it performed really well. It only allowed 6 points. Last game it allowed 28, though. And so we're only a couple games into the season, so we'll have to kind of wait and see what how that ends up rounding out. But I don't think this particularly is a good showing of what's going to happen today. Let's look at some of their top players. They're 2 offensive linemen, and then they have a strong safety that's pretty good. All the players getting nice and excited for the game today. This is our first game in a away environment. So we've actually been putting up more yards per game, but I also think it might be because we're playing those FCS schools. All right, this might be a good indicator of how we're going to play against Alabama. Looks like we're going to receive. Fairly solid return there, out to about the 27, maybe? 27. Myrick is getting his next shot. Got the wavy lines. And Butler makes an excellent catch. If we're going to have any shot in today's game, he's going to have a good game. Found a hole. Holy cow. Well, if the first 2 plays are indicators of how this game is going to go, then we might be okay. Second and inches. We are just going to try to get the first down right here. Nothing too crazy. And we do. Just barely. Again, Myrick had a very excellent game last week. No interceptions. Don't want to jinx myself though, so I'm going to knock on some wood. He doesn't have the most accurate arm when throwing deep, but he did have a couple of passes over 20 yards last week. Yeah, that's going to be one of the things that's going to be really tough on us. The better teams are going to have much better acceleration speeds. So like that, like they totally beat us to the hole. But I don't think we're going to be able to kick field goals here. So we're going to go by formation. Do this. Let's see if we can get a fullback dive. Get that first down, because there's absolutely no way that if we kick field goals, we're going to win this game. All right. So we get the first down. Get the first down. We're in the red zone officially now. Gonna see what can get open, and looks like Butler was able to get open momentarily. Myrick is off to a really good start in today's game. That was not going to work from the get-go. And touchdown. All right, good start to the game. Maybe we'll be able to pull off an upset. Who knows? But our defense is going to have to work. All right, 1st and 10. See what we got. That was a good start. No yards. Found a hole in our zone, so they're gonna get a first down. Forced a bad pass. So if we can just get the third down here, might actually be able to get off the field. Johnson, let's see if we can get to the quarterback. And, oh, we did. Michael Johnson gets another sack. All right, so we just got to stop him from getting to the line of gain. So we're going to back these guys up a little bit. Johnson, let's get there. Oh, no. All right, well, that didn't work out. So in the last game, one of our big issues is big plays. We gave up 3 or 4 very big chunk plays, including a couple that went for touchdowns. And so today, the goal needs to be to not let that happen and keep everything in front of us. Our offense is getting on a little bit of a roll. Okay, it's the first incompletion in a couple plays, so let's see if we can't get them on their heels a little bit. Okay, so 2nd and 6. I'm going to concentrate here. And we've had a couple shots to get off the field, and it has not panned out for us. And that is a hole, very wide hole there. Okay. Well, this is a little predictable that our defense would have a really hard time stopping these guys. They're a lot bigger, a lot stronger, so we'll see if we can't disrupt them at all later in the game, but we kind of knew might be an issue. All right, 7 seconds in the first quarter remaining, and I am just going to fair catch this. Butler is not a particularly speedy guy. Just gonna run this to the end of the quarter. Got 1 yard, okay. So if we can't pick up a first down here. That's a good catch in traffic by Butler. That was getting really dangerous. Myrick has not thrown an incompletion yet, which is very impressive versus a team like this. And he drops it. So I totally jinxed that. Totally jinxed it. But granted, he was technically open. Looks like we might be able to run for a first down. Almost. That was kind of blowing up in my face. All right, Myrick is able to scramble, so he can outrun some of these guys. And that, yeah, totally blown. All right, we're gonna need the punt, I think. First punt of the game. Uh-oh, okay. That was almost a big play. Well, maybe we can keep it tied. Who knows? So on first down, he goes for about 13 yards. 2nd and 6. See if we can't. No. No shot. But that was a great open field tackle. That was by Abrams. Yep. Our middle linebacker. Star middle linebacker. Even if we can just hold them to a field goal, that would make this much more, make this reasonable going into halftime. Depending on if we get the ball back before halftime. Nice. Great tackle for loss. Fred McCoy. It's the first time I've heard his name. Alright, 3rd and 5. Don't get very many opportunities like this. And sacked. Anthony Cunningham. Well, we sacked Anthony Cunningham. Alright, well, we have a chance before halftime. To go down and score, maybe. Ooh, big play across the middle. Chris Ricks has actually had a pretty good season. Oh, just thrown out of the sack. Just don't want to get sacked. That would be unfortunate. And also stops the clock. In some ways, it's a good thing. Okay. Gonna take our first time out there. There's Coach Mulligan trying to figure out a way to get in the end zone. Oof. Not the best. They came with a lot of pressure that time. Okay, what do we want to do? You know what? We're not going to punt. You know, if we have any shot at winning this game. And we got it. Chris Ricks again. So we haven't had any big explosion plays or anything, but I'm kind of suspecting that probably won't happen. That was a scary pass. He probably shouldn't have thrown that one. But it does stop the clock. Gives us 2nd and 10. 1:23 left in the second quarter. And we're also fairly close to... Ooh, did we catch that? Oh, no, it's incomplete. That was a beautiful pass, though. Holy cow. That would have been the best play of the season so far if that had been in bounds. And, oh my gosh, he caught it. It's on the 1. I was kind of behind him, but he adjusted. Alright, I don't have a lot of faith that we're going to be able to pound this in. So we're just going to toss it right out here, and McNeil has the touchdown. So 2 touchdown passes from Myrick, and he is absolutely killing it right now. I think the goal eventually would be to get into a better conference too. So like if we can get, you know, if Georgia State eventually in the next couple of seasons can get quite a bit better, we might be able to go to, like, you know, the Big Ten or the Pac-12 or something like that. All right. Man, if we can go into this halftime with a 14-7 lead, that would be absolutely incredible. Another sack for Johnson. Oh my gosh. We've had at least 3 sacks so far. Our defensive line is absolutely torching them right now. Now the trick, we're just going to go into a zone. We do not want any part of letting them... Oh, they're not even gonna... Oh my gosh. That was not great. So there's times where you're convinced they're gonna pass, but... Looks like they've got their backup quarterback in right now. And I totally is not ready for that screen. Okay, 9 seconds left, so keep them out of field goal range. I think we're a little bit out of field goal range at the moment. But now they are in field goal range. Okay. Well, oh, they're gonna go for it, huh? I'm surprised. Okay, well, maybe they don't have that good of a kicker. Maybe they felt like they had to throw it. All right, so halftime, Georgia State 14, West Virginia 7. We are on upset alert officially here in West Virginia. All right, so we're starting this half with a kickoff to West Virginia, which is why it's good that we are currently up 14-7 on the Mountaineers. Johnson's going to have another sack. Our defensive line's having a great day. Our secondary, though, has been torched a few times, so we want to try to... And another sack. Oh, my gosh. They just keep coming. Stegall has his first sack of the day. A defensive tackle. Right. And we almost blow it, but not quite. Okay. Our secondary has been giving me some nightmares. We're going to go this way, and then we're going to go back this way. Oh my gosh. That was a great return. We almost broke that one. Holy cow. Oof. All right. Nobody was really able to get open there, so we're going to try to convert on third down, which we haven't done the best job of today. But we have converted a couple fourth downs. Fourth and 2. Okay, we go for it again. I think we will. I think we're going to go for it again here on fourth down. And looks like we got it. Maintaining the composure. Sometime defense. No yards on that play, on that option run. Ooh, I was right in the hole there. Had to thread the needle on that one. I was considering taking off, or I think Myrick was considering taking off on that play. Didn't happen though, and we're going to go, oi, and we're just going to toss that away. Uh-oh. Looks like he's hurt. Well, we are out of field goal range, so our backup Hawley is going to come in. See if he can't get us a first down. And accurate pass, but he dropped it. All right, so it looks like we are not going to be getting our starting quarterback, Myrick, back, which is a really big blow. I think our defense is going to have to step up. Oh no. Well, that was one of those big chunk plays that we said couldn't happen. But that was a good recovery, loss of 3. Man, we're gonna keep Hawley in for the moment, just because I really don't want to get him hurt this early in the season. He has a high risk of re-injury too, so not worth it, especially considering. Whoa! Holy cow! That was a tight window. He just threw that in too. Okay, so we're officially tied. 14-14. Or, well, we will be here in a second. Fair catch. Alright, 1st and 10. Hawley, let's see what you got. And we're going to get close to a 1st down. Good throw on the run. Well, we're going to see if we can get our 1st down. Right here, looks like we will, plus some more. That's the other thing that'll help too, is we can get a running game going. All right, better than nothing. You got tripped up a little bit. Yeah, as you play further in the season, as you watch this team play, you're probably getting to know some of the players. Probably getting to understand their ability levels a little bit better. Barnes over there, I believe that's a tight end. All right, end of the 3rd quarter, we are tied 14-14. If you're just joining us, Myrick Bell, or no, not Myrick Bell, just our quarterback, Myrick, he is hurt, and I don't believe he will be returning for the rest of this game. So we're going to have to do without him. Make something happen. And Thomas, that's a great catch. 2 receptions for 37 yards. Run of 3 yards for Jonathan Bell. You know, he's not having the best game that he's had this season, but at the same time, he's been able to get us a couple of chunk plays that have been really, really helpful. And Chris Ricks is just continuing to have an excellent game. That's 4 receptions for him. Butler is open. It's also his 4th reception. So we've been spreading the ball out pretty well. About 6 yards on that rush. Getting us a little closer to the end zone. So we are actually going to go into a shotgun formation. Give us a little bit more room, spread the field a little bit. I don't have a lot of faith in our running game to be able to. And oh my gosh, we got so close. Is our backup quarterback hurt? Oh my gosh, our backup. We've got our backup for our backup in right now. Okay, well, we are just going to run this in. Ryan Higgins, he's the hero, man. Hawley is still holding, so maybe he's not. Well, that was a great sequence of events. We had a couple of backups that had to come in to make that happen, but it's considering that, considering their backups, they did a great job. All right, 1st and 10. So all we have to do is try to stop them from getting big plays. We don't want any big plays. We need everything in front of us. We'll give that to them all day. Clock is still rolling. They have 3 timeouts. I'm going to assume that they are simply going to pass for the rest of the game. Got another screen, but that one isn't going to work quite as well. One of our guys got through the blockers. Clock is still running. And Abrams gets him down behind the line. Now they're going to have to go for this, I think. Have to go for this. And they got it. Wasn't able to, I think part of it is that I have to be able to get the quarterback. If my defensive line doesn't get close enough and gives him too much time, he's going to beat us. My secondary, the secondary is like the weakness of this defense. How did an offensive lineman get all the way down there? It's kind of impressive. All right, I almost wonder if at this point we almost want to let them score so we can have a shot actually at getting down the field. Not having to go in overtime. He is going to walk in. Okay, so that gives us a little bit of time to get down the field. It'll be interesting to see who is quarterback when the offense comes out. Okay, so we have 49 seconds to get the ball down the field, at least get into field goal range. Okay, so Hawley is back in at quarterback. Hopefully he is good to go because we need him. And that is a wonderful pass right across the middle. We're going to go hurry up offense here so we can save those timeouts. Now we're going to have to use a timeout. But we did get a few yards out of that. Alright, we need to probably get up to at least a 30 to be in field goal range, would be my guess. And we are going to get way more than that. Oh my gosh, he was wide open. We are definitely on upset alert here today. The Panthers have brought their A game. That was brilliant. Ricks is just having a day. Looks like we got the win at our backs. They're just going to kneel that down. All right, so we have to keep them. You can see the offense there. Getting pretty close. We've got a few more yards. We are just going to back the heck up and try to stay in front of them. They're going to have to use all their timeouts now if they don't get out of bounds. Cover 6 sounds good to me. Back them up. They're probably going to rush to the line, would be my guess. Yep. All right. Stay in front of them. Stay in front of them. Dallas, what are you doing, man? Gotta tackle him. So field goal is not good enough for them, so we are just gonna fill that end zone. Fill that end zone back there. And not give up a touchdown. No, 1 more second left. They're gonna have 1 more play. And we'll pull off a huge, absolutely huge upset. I was not expecting this game to go this way at all. And intercepted to end the game. Oh my gosh, that's a great way to end that. All right, so the final score is Georgia State 28, West Virginia 21. That is an ESPN Classic game, which should be. That was a huge win. Mulligan is having an awesome start to his coaching career here at Georgia State. And we have a huge win. In a couple weeks we have to play Alabama, so that is absolutely awesome in terms of our record. All right, so with that, thank you guys so much for being here today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the Captain's Channel.